everybody. So today on my channel I have a little bit of a different video for you. I wanted to share with you some new products that are available at Spiegelmom Scraps. So these are called fab foils. When you order them in the shop, you're not going to get them as a 6x6 sheet. You're going to get them as a 6x12 sheet. These are the sample ones that Jody sent me to kind of try out and work with before she decided she was going to put them in the shop for good. So in the shop, you can find them as part of one of the new pigment splash kits. That one is called Foiled by Metallics and includes some shimmers paints. And then you can also find them in 6x12 sheets. And I want to show you how these foils work. Some of the things you can do with them. So they are like a sticker. They're a foil. They're fairly thin. Hold on, I'll grab it here. See, they're fairly thin. They're on a thicker kind of a backing paper. So some of the easy things you can do with these is you can emboss them right onto just like this and then pull them off like a sticker and attach them. For me, and what I have been doing is I have been attaching them or adhering them to a sheet of my favorite white cardstock. This is Basil Coconut Swirl. Once you have these good and adhered to these sheets, this cardstock, you can punch them, you can die cut them, you can cut them, you can cut them on your silhouette. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to adhere these really well to a sheet of cardstock, and then I'm going to show you finished how I cut them on my silhouette. And I'm also going to put down in the description box below the settings you need on your Cameo to get a nice cut. Okay, so what you're going to do, you need a bone folder or a credit card or just something like that. I have had my best success with my bone folder and also with this catalyst tool. This is actually by far my favorite, but it's not something that everyone really has. So as long as you have a bone folder or a credit card, something like that, you'll be fine. Now, what you want to do is you want to start by releasing just the top edge of the foil. Don't release it all. Don't take it all out. Literally, you want to release that much. And then fold it down. Now, you want to line up the edge of your paper. Now, this doesn't have to be exact, but, you know, pretty close is good. Edge of the paper with the edge of the foil. Run it along there. Pull this up so now you have a little bit of something here to pull. So you're going to pull back the foil, and as you pull back that backing tape paper, you're going to go ahead and adhere the foil to the cardstock using that catalyst tool or using your bone folder or your credit card, whatever it is you've decided to do. What that's going to do is it's going to make sure that you get no bubbles in your foil, you get no creases in your foil, and you get a nice, smooth adherence of the foil to the cardstock. Take your time. Don't rush it. So it seems like it wants to kind of go, right? It seems, as you do this, you'll know what I mean. It seems like it just wants to peel back and go, but if you let it, you're going to end up with bubbles. You're going to end up with smudgy things you don't like. This is a marathon, not a race. Slow and steady. And then you have your foil onto your cardstock. This is how you want it to adhere. Totally flat. I know that a couple of the girls that were playing with the foil got some bubbles, and they went ahead and cut them in their silhouettes with the bubbles, and they did okay. So if you do have a bubble, it's not the end of the world. But it is a really good idea to not have bubbles. So then you're just going to trim this down to your size, and now you have this pretty foiled paper. And now I'm going to cut it. I'm going to set it up and cut it on my silhouette, and I will be back. Right now there is going to be, I think there's just gold and silver in the Spiegelmom Scraps shop. And of course, my link is always down below that you can use to grab any of these foils. They come in, I believe they come in packs of 3 6x12 sheets. I think that's what she decided to put them in the shop as. But I will have all of the links down below. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. And then I'll come back and we'll talk about what settings we use to cut it on the silhouette. So I have a Silhouette Cameo 2. I cut this on the heavy cardstock setting with my blade at 7 and 2 passes. So you want to put this, you have your material selection down, you want to hit the heavy cardstock, and then you want to make sure that your blade is at 7 and you want to do 2 passes. I chose a pretty intricate cut file. As you can see here, I did that on purpose because I wanted to make sure that you knew that you could get a really nice cut at that, you know, a nice intricate cut. This is a cut file from Cut to You. It's called My Kind of Messy. The end did get chopped off there, but that's not because of anything that I did. It's because my paper wasn't, I didn't have it set to the right size. It has nothing to do with the foil or anything. That's just, I sized my, you can see how easily it's just coming apart. Just totally coming apart, cut through just fine. So the key is blade at 7, 2 passes on the silhouette, and set your material to the heavy cover stock. It's not heavy cardstock, it's heavy cover stock option. That's what you want. Heavy cover stock, 2 passes, and you want to be very sure that you have gotten that foil adhered directly to your cardstock. I'm just going to use a little pen knife here to push out some of these little pieces, but you can see cuts through, cuts like butter, just gorgeous. So what can I do with this foil? The foils in the shop are 3 6x12 sheets for $6. You don't want to waste your foil. That's why I made this tutorial for you. This will be in the creative resources section of the Spiegelmom Scraps website. And it will be on my channel live, ready to go. So you can always come back and find it under the Spiegelmom Scraps playlist. And that is how we make a gorgeous foiled die cut. No ink machine, no laminator, no special tools, and you have a gorgeous foiled cut file. Now let's talk about some things we can do with this. So they come in 6x12 sheets, right? So if you take a 12x12 sheet of paper and you're very careful and you do 1/2 and 1/2, now you have a 12x12 sheet of foiled cardstock. You can make a whole background with this, right? You can cut it into smaller pieces. You can punch it. You can die cut it. You can do just about anything your little heart desires with this stuff. And it's really, really easy. So the hardest part is adhering the foil to the cardstock. So that's why I did this video, step-by-step directions, exactly how to get this foil adhered to the cardstock. Once you have it adhered to the cardstock, the sky's the limit. Okay, I hope that this has given you lots of good information. I will leave the silhouette settings in the description box below. I will also leave a link to the Spiegelmom Scraps shop so you can grab some of this fabulous new product. You know I'm going to be playing with this a lot. It's so cool. I hope you all enjoyed this little tutorial, a little bit something different, but I think it's a super fun, amazing product, and I am so excited to really dig in and start creating beautiful foil projects without extra machines in my scrapbook space. All right, I will talk to you all again tomorrow, and see you soon. Bye.